Welcome to St. Bernard High School, where ICRC brings you the girls' matchup between St. Bernard versus Miami Valley Christian. We're about to step away here to do the national anthem. I'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Clark Kellogg. I've attended basketball games from coast to coast over the years as a participant, broadcaster, parent, and fan. And believe me, I've seen my share of unsporting behavior. The purpose of school sports is for kids to have fun, develop their skills, and learn lessons that will last a lifetime. So when you attend a school contest, please keep that in mind. Remember to behave in a way that reflects positively on your child, your school, and your community. Let's respect the game.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Oh, got a little wink action there.
Hey! And set goal! The Warriors in the state final!
Welcome back here to St. Bernard High School. Like I said before, it's a matchup between MVCA Lions versus St. Bernard Titans. And this Titans girls team is having a great year. Coming into this matchup, they're 13-3 and 10-1 in the Scarlet Division. I believe not the Scarlet, but the Gray Division in the MVC. This girls team is led by number 3, Lauren Brown, coming into this game, averaging 19.9 points a game. And also number 33, Jaleesa Chappelle, coming in with 10.8. We're getting the starters right now for MVC. We've got Alicia Groshine and her sister Kaylee Groshine, and also number 11, Evie Angelo. Both 2 and 3 are the sisters. Number 15, Abby Lovsky, and number 22, Maya Chambers. This whole team is an underclass, not one senior. So hopefully they'll build on their future. And also, with St. Bernard coming in, they only have one senior on the team, and she does not start. So I'm interested to see what they do in the future, having such a young team. And the starters for St. Bernard are number 3, Lauren Brown, number 32, Samara Cobb, number 11, Amani Lackey, number 15, Kashana Morgan, and number 33, Jaleesa Chappelle. Interested to see how these two teams come out. I know St. Bernard this was their opening game against MVC and handed them a tough loss, and they have been doing that to a lot of teams in the league this year. And my name is, I'm coming here with doing the play-by-play and color. I'm usually the color, so bear with me. And I'm Frank Edwards. Graduated Reading and the University of Tennessee and coached at Norwood, CHCA, and I love the sport of basketball and love sports, period. It's an exciting time for the state of Ohio, especially going into the playoff or the tournament coming up for the OHSAA. So both these teams are going to be gearing up to get their seeds for, respectively, Division III and Division IV in the girls' state tournament. Every girls' team does qualify, so does men's, but one game and you're done. As in some states, you have a couple losses once you get to the district. So we're about to tip things off here from St. Bernard High School. A wet night in the tri-state area. We're live streaming this, and if you want to catch catch us, we'll give you the game times later in this game off YouTube or go to ICRC.com. So I was saying before, both these teams are very young, and especially how well St. Bernard's playing. Their head coach is Quincy Curry. As I talked to the announcer before, he told me that she's an up-tempo coach and wants to play hard defense and to get steals. So we'll see how that pans out in this opening tip-off here. It's an early tip-off at 6:30. MVCA gets the tip. Bringing it up. St. Bernard starts out in a man-to-man defense. Some of the stats for MVC were not listed up on the website. So we'll have to see how the game portrays and see who's their star player as it goes on. Early out of bounds tip out there, still MVC ball. Gets her own rebound. Tough to see their numbers when you see the black and purple. St. Bernard pulls away there and gets the rebound, trying to have a little full court transition. They reset it, and MVCA is going to start out into a high 3-2 zone. Lauren's at the top of the key, quick shot over in the corner, but an offensive rebound. That shot was by number 11, Amani Lackey. No points have been scored here in this first minute of the ball game, but a lot of missed shots, just a couple missed shots, but we'll see when we get this tempo of the game with it being early on. Number 2 is Alicia Groshine. Like I said, her sister is on the floor with her. It'll be a jump ball, and the ball will go to St. Bernard for our first possession change. Here's a replay of them just get loose ball here after it. Nice defense by St. Bernard. Good hustle by both girls. Kind of standing around right now. One thing you got to do to beat a zone defense is you got to have ball fakes and penetration. Non-movement is going to be devastating for any type of offense. Tough shot. Flung that up there out with left hand. I don't know if that was a good shot by her. All the way by herself is number 3, Lauren Brown. Someone met, like I said, she's coming in 19.9 a game. That's a quick timeout by MVC, and that she gets her point. She's going to get her point. She's averaging 19.9, and I'll tell you what, she's going to get that easy if no one's going to pick her up full court and gets an easy layup like that to get our first points of the ball game. It's hard to believe we're this far into the season. The tournament, like I said, is right around the corner. And St. Bernard's had a great year, coming in 13-3, and 10-1 overall. And last year they were 8-15, so they've definitely changed their whole character, their whole team right now, playing the way they are. High defense trap there, almost got a turnover. It'll stay with MVC. Here's a replay in the corner here with St. Bernard's defense. It looks like they're going to do a little jump trap there. Nice job. High man press there. They're going to try to get the ball carrier in a bad spot and jump trap him. Almost another turnover there, but she was able to stick with it. Number 3, Kaylee Groshine missed shot, but there's a rebound by St. Bernard. Number 33 takes it the length of the floor, misses it. That is Jaleesa Chappelle, second leading scorer. And that will be another turnover there, ball out of bounds off MVC. Lauren Brown is leading the MVC this year right now with points per game with 19.9, which is very impressive with how many teams are in the league. number 1 and number 6 in the league. That is also Jaleesa Chappelle. And I'm sorry, I thought it was 10.8. She's averaging 12.8. Long three by Lauren. So she's got all the points in this ball game, and I think that'll be the player we're going to be talking about a lot tonight. Nice shot at the top of the key. Nice press breaker there, and the MVC gets on the board. That was Abby Lesby, a sophomore. So it's 5-2 with 4:40 in this first quarter. MVC still in that zone. Lauren throws up another three, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net there. You can tell she's a good shooter, and it's got all the points for St. Bernard with 8 of them, and it's 8-2 early on, and almost got a turnover too. And they did get the turnover. A little frustrating there. It looked like she kind of gave up on the ball, and St. Bernard got the turnover. Tossing around the corner here. They're going to get a long three by number 15. She misses the front of the rim, but it's an offensive rebound. Kicks it back out to Lauren for another three, and almost got her third one right in the same series when we get a jump ball. It's MVC's ball, getting pressured full court here. Only blemishes for St. Bernard this year have been against New Richmond, 3-point loss. Deer Park, who's having a great year, by 12, and then they lost to their only league loss to at Summit, 52-39, so they're having a great year. Pass inside, no one picks her up, and it's an easy bucket. A lot of them have been easy. That was number 15, Kashana Morgan. This press has been causing fits. I've seen about just a lot of tip balls. If it ain't turned over, the ball looks really sloppy, which, you know, it's tough to, when you have a good defensive team, they're going to cause you problems and fits. It's going to be our first sub for MVC. Just no one's being confident with the ball, and it'll be another turnover. Lauren calls out play, triangle, and it's just a drive. Just too easy. That's too easy of a bucket. We'll probably see another timeout here soon, because you don't want this game to get out of hand this early on. And when St. Bernard smells blood, they're going to go for the jugular here. There's another turnover, and it's been multiple turnovers and quick buckets. Missed shot there. Good hustle by both girls, and we're going to have a jump ball. Another sub. So Lauren right now has 8 of their 12 of their points right now in this first quarter. Nice ball passing outside the corner. Long shots missed over the back by number 33 of St. Bernard. Miami Valley Christian Academy is the Lions. And as you know, St. Bernard's one of ICRC schools as the Titans here. MVC tries to get inside, gets heavily. You can see the intensity on St. Bernard on their defense. They can't even get an open look, let alone a nice pass. So that's good defense. Nice effort by St. Bernard here. Cause fits. Open look there, though. Missed shot, but only one and done. It's a defensive rebound for St. Bernard. Long three. In and out. So it's 2:15 to go in this first quarter. It's 12-2, St. Bernard. Nice pass inside, long, hard shot off the backboards, missed. Number 1's Kylie Thompson, a sophomore. She's taken point. Long threes missed. But offensive rebound, multiple offensive rebounds. They've got to make sure they're boxing out. Another offensive rebound after the long three miss. Number 21's Kirsten Moford, a junior. Reset up here with 1:25 to go in this first quarter. It's outside to number 12, Maddie Anderson. Long threes missed. Finally, a defensive rebound for MCA. 1 minute to go in this first quarter. The mascot is out here at the Titans. Good defense here still showed by St. Bernard. It's been the difference in this game. Pass inside, luckily gets to her, and there's going to be a foul bailed out underneath. I believe number 4 will be the shooter, Kalina Jackson, if I'm corrected there. There's our Titan tonight. Got blue eyes. So it is number 4 at the free throw line. It's long. That's Kalina Jackson, a sophomore. So this team's coming in with no seniors on the team. They have 3 juniors and 1 freshman starter, and the rest are sophomore starters. So hopefully they can build on getting better next year. There's a tip out. There's a steal. First turnover, and it's going to be a drive and miss bucket there. That was a nice play. Finally, a little effort shown there on defense to get that turnover by number 3. So Kaylee Groshine is on the line here. She's the freshman who had that steal. She's going to have a bright future, and her sister's a junior. So they'll have another sister-sister combination next year. All free throws have been missed there, both free throws. So we got 23 seconds to go. It's 12-3. Possession St. Bernard. Long three by number 21's long, but still no box out. Offensive rebound. Kylie Thompson throws up another 3, and it's missed. MVC gets the rebound. They've only got a couple seconds. She's going to have to push it and get a shot off, and she's going to run out of time. And that'll be the end of our first quarter with St. Bernard 12 and MVCA 3. And we're going to take it to a quick break, and we'll be right back with you.
Answer: men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question: so where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer: high school sports.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back here to St. Bernard High School, where we had the St. Bernard Titans 12 and MVCA 3 here to start the second quarter. Not a lot of action so far on the MVCA side, and that's because of St. Bernard's pressure defense and causing a lot of turnovers and problems. Lauren Brown did have 8 of her team's 12 points and only played half the quarter. Tough shot inside. It's long, and it's going to be out of bounds back to St. Bernard. So Tough shot there. So it looks like we're going to have Lauren back in, but Kylie Thompson does stay in as the right key, but there's a turnover. Missed shot. Nice hustle there. Pass inside. Number 44 is Medley Arnett, only a freshman. There's a look at the coach, having a great year. So first of her 2 free throws. Banks it in. Bank is still open. Misses the second. It's a defensive rebound for St. Bernard, and it's Lauren Brown. As soon as she gets it, she's looking to take off with it. I'm sorry. Yep, she gets passes it inside to Brianna Pottinger. She's a freshman. Score the bucket, 14-4. Almost a turnover. She gets ganged. Tough shot. Offensive rebound, though, but a turnover. There will be a blocking foul. Number 10 was fouled. And also, I believe that's a sister, Yamaya Chappelle, and she's a sophomore, so we have sisters' actions here tonight on both teams. Long three, just a little long, but another offensive rebound. MVCA's got to do a better job of boxing out. Long three missed. Luckily, there was no crashers there to the boards, and MVCA got the rebound. St. Bernard still in that man-to-man defense. We're going to get another jump ball here. A lot of jump balls tonight. So Yamai's going to bring it up. Kylie on the side of her is the shooting guard. See what they do here. Make sure MVCA's got to do a better job of boxing out on these possessions. (14-4) here still, and Kylie says no one's going to guard me. I'm going to go ahead and toss it up, and it gets right back to her. No box out. She takes it to a runner, no miss. But there again, no MVCA players going to get the ball will frustrate a coach. I know it would frustrate me, because you give a team multiple chances at the basket, they're eventually going to score. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad. So it stays with St. Bernard here. It'll be out of bounds, and it will go to MVCA, and we're going to have another sub here. You can see there's a lot of players playing for St. Bernard to get a lot of varsity experience, because we haven't seen a lot of Lauren, and she is leading the league with 20 points a game, so kudos to the coach. A block shot. Pass inside, nice look inside, but a missed layup there by number 31, wide open, Ryan Pottinger. She had a wide open bucket. Misses it and causes the foul. Early fouls, we've got the Titans that have 5, and MVCA only has 1, so you can see how aggressive St. Bernard's playing. That's why, and you know, I'm fine with that if I'm a coach. Long shot is way long, and it still stays with MVC. Really long shot, but still nice hustle with the offensive rebound. 5:13 to go, 14-4 here in this second quarter in the first half. Pass inside, it's blocked. Stays with the MCA Lions. Passes it Long shot. Number 3, they're just passing it back and forth over the hoop. And it's going to stay with MVCA. There's the coach there for the MVCA Lions, Susie Osterman. Basketball's underneath right now for MVCA. Nice pass. And the ball gets stuck, but she's fouled. So we're going to have to get another ball because I don't think anybody's got enough hops up there, including myself, to get that ball. Delay in the game as we watch and decide what we're going to do to get this ball. The Titans thinking about using his head, and he's going to take his head off, and no. So a little funny stuff happening, and wonder when someone's going to decide to get another ball here and get the ball. Oh, wow, and the ref goes up and gets it, and there's a loud standing ovation. So who said refs can't jump? That was funny. And there's another applause, so he gets 2 of them. I think it would have been funnier if he would have missed the ball. So that's just me. But game's back on here. And she's taking her free throws not even up on the line. I don't know if the coach has taught her that, but she's got about 2 feet behind the line. And we have a mass substitution here. It's a line change if we're doing hockey for St. Bernard. But you can see for MVCA, I don't know if she thinks she's going to go over the line or she jumps, but she's a good 3 feet behind the line here. She steps a foot up and almost went in, but both are missed, and it's a rebound for St. Bernard with 5 minutes to go. And finally, we see our leading scorer of the MVCA back in the game, Lauren Brown. There's a jump ball, very physical, taken to the ground, and nice hustle by both girls there, number 2 and number 3, Lauren. And number 2, Alicia. So full court pressure shown here for St. Bernard. Tough pass. Just barely gets over the defender, but it's stolen at the very end. That press is causing problems for MVCA. Drove all the way, and it's going to be a foul, and it's going to take number 15, Kashana Morgan, a junior 5'9" forward, to the line for 2 free throws. So we got 2 free throws. You can see where her feet are at. They're on the line. Like the last girl, I've never seen that far back. She gets the friendly home bounce. 15-4 now in favor of the St. Bernard Titans. Second free throw will be up here, just in front of the rim, but defensive rebound for MVCA. In the corner, long shot, it's way long, but offensive rebound. Just tough shots right now. They're not getting good looks at the basket, and if they do, they're just going long a little bit right now. So St. Bernard right now, like I said, is 10-1 in the league, and a couple more league wins, and they will be league champs of the Gray Division. Clark Montessori is 7-4, and St. Bernard's 10-1, so I believe you come down the next couple wins, they're going to be champs. And Summit Country Days 10-1 of the Scarlet Division, and that was the only loss for St. Bernard this year. And the only loss for Summit was at CCD, and I believe St. Bernard will close out their season at CCD. So top teams in the girls' league this year have been St. Bernard, Summit Country Day, and CCD. MVC tosses it in. Tough shot again, but it's going to be a rebound. And Lauren, as soon as she gets it, she's going, looking to push it up the floor. And just Achilles' heel right now is transition defense is poor right now for MVCA and St. Bernard's. You can just see on this replay how quickly Lauren gets it up the floor. after the missed shot. That's a loose ball that we have a replay of a lot of jump balls tonight. But here it is. Just run in transition. That's how you do it. Beat the zone. If you want to beat a zone, you just take it and go. Don't let the team set up their defense. So it's 17-4, 4 minutes to go. Lauren at the top of the key here. Lauren drives to the basket. Picks up her 10th point of the first half, and not playing only probably a quarter of the 2 quarters, so she's having a good game. Jump trap, and it's going to be stolen. I believe it was stolen, and there's going to be a foul. Here's a replay, and it's going to go to St. Bernard. You can see as she bring it up with her head down. That's why, you know, if you're practicing or watching this at home, always practice dribbling with your eyes up on the floor, because if you're looking at the ground, you're going to get trapped and get the ball stolen. 2-ball dribbling drills is what will break that. So still in that 3-2 zone right now. St. Bernard 19-4, 3:30 to go in this first half. A little more pressure shown here in this 3-2. Long three, number 11 for St. Bernard. Good hustle, gets her own rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball. It's Amani Lackey getting her own offensive rebound after the missed shot, and that's, you know, you got to box out. I'll sound like a broken record, but that's how you have to stop that. Lauren at the top of the key here. 10 of her team's 19 points and only playing about a quarter of the game, so she's having a good game. And there's a long three. Sorry, I missed the name. There's a quick turnover, a long three. But turnovers back and forth. There's going to be a traveling back and forth. Just a lot of sloppy basketball. We'll get this three-pointer here made. There's Lauren at the top of the key. Just swings over, and you can see in the corner just a nice shot. Followed through. So it's St. Bernard's ball. 22-4, 2:35 and counting to go in this first half. And that shot was made by Amani Lackey, I believe. Nice pass inside, nice look by number 33, Jaleesa Chappelle. And another tipped ball, and it's going to be a turnover. It's been a long night so far for MVCA, especially with all the turnovers from this high-intensity St. Bernard defense. Biggest lead of the night by 20 right now. Lauren at the top of the key. Pass it to the corner. Long three is good. By Kashana Morgan. So the threes are starting to fall right now, and there's going to be another turnover. We're going to see a replay of the corner by Kashana Morgan. You can just see there's got to have a defender in her face. You give a shooter an open shot, an open look, they're going to start draining them, and that's what's happened. The zone's starting to fall apart right now for MVCA. Probably see the Dogs being called off after these next few possessions, because I can see how the coach has been playing conservative with his players in this first half. He'll probably do the same, especially with only 4 points to be shown on the board right now for MVCA. So the press is still on right now, and it's going to be another turnover. It's almost got worse as this game's went on. St. Bernard starting to clamp down. Long three is going to be in and out. But an offensive rebound by number 33. Gets it inside, finally. Finally, a shot made. I believe that's the second field goal made for MVCA, but quick, still no box out. Just one girl amongst 4 girls, and the St. Bernard player gets it. So it's 40 seconds to go right now. Getting heavily trapped right now, and no one's coming to bail her out. Someone's got to help her. There's been 3 players on her. MVCA drives here. It's going to go off her leg for another turnover. And you're right, it was a 3-pointer, correction. So that long shot was a 3. In the corner, number 5, Nora Rotolo, junior. So 27-7, looks like St. Bernard's going to come up slow and take the final shot of this half. In the corner now, passed. Nice pass inside. We're going to get a traveling, so that's going to be turned over, and it's going to go back to MVCA with 10 seconds to go in this first half. As soon as she gets it, she's throwing it. That's going to be their main cause of turnovers. Another turnover with 4 seconds. Quick little shot jumper scored by Lauren Brown. That'll end the first half with the St. Bernard Titans 29 and the MVCA Lions 7. We're going to have a little highlight reel of all the baskets and shown of this first half between the two, and then we'll go to a break. Just a lot of effort here. You can see there's Lauren's first of her couple threes she's had. The team started to heat up from the three-point line. And there's a Titan dancing after that made shot. Lauren coming up. I mean, it's just, here's an MVC highlight. Nice turnover. Yeah, nice pass. And there's the ball stuck, and that was when everyone decided what we're going to do about getting this ball. As we had a little delay in the game. And as we waited to decide what to do, the ref comes in and barely gets it. But he gets a loud round of applause. And so after this first half, we have St. Bernard 29 and MCA 7, and we'll be back for the second half after these breaks.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Ohio. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Action!
Across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, helping solve child hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Jeff, thank you so much. And first of all, I want to thank the committee for selecting me as one of the outstanding community people, and I really do appreciate that. It makes me feel great.
Grandson Matt's just about to get his project approved, so he'll be an Eagle.
We say thank you for the freedom that you have given us. We are here because of you.
Welcome back here to St. Bernard High School, where the St. Bernard Titans are leading the MVCA Lions 29-7 here at St. Bernard High School. Just a dominating effort here by St. Bernard, putting the clamps down on defense and causing a lot of turnovers and problems. The MVCA is still in their locker room, so the coach is going over a lot of things they need to do to get back in this game, or at least take care of the ball and have a fighting chance, because St. Bernard has been very, very aggressive on that press and caused a lot of problems for MVCA. Like I said, Lauren Brown came in leading the league, 19.9 points a game, and she's hovering around, I believe, about 12 points in this game and only playing about a quarter, so she's having a great year for the Titans. As I said before, both teams are very young, so bright futures, especially for the St. Bernard side, having a great year already and not having only but one senior on the team and not a starter at that. So a lot of good things for the future for these Titans. So possession arrow will be St. Bernard to start this second half. With Lauren at the top of the key, and number 10 is Yamaya Chappelle, who's a sister of Jaleesa. So they're still in that high 3-2 zone here to start this second half. Lauren drives to the bucket, kicks it out to number 10 for a three in the corner. It's long, but another offensive rebound, and that's been the story of the night, too, for St. Bernard, just getting multiple looks after the missed shot. So it's going to set up that press. Good job there by MVCA, breaking it. Long three is missed, but the rebound will go to St. Bernard. No one picks up the Jaleesa, the sister. Chappelle takes it all the way to the hoop, scores the bucket. It's 33-7 here. We're seeing a different press shown here by St. Bernard. Long shot is missed, but there's an offensive rebound, and it's blocked shot underneath the basket, and St. Bernard gets it and looks to push it up the floor. And another quick basket. It's going to be another timeout here, and it's like they're still in the locker room because no one's getting back on defense, and that'll be frustrating for a coach. So for the first time out here in this second half, it's 35-7. We're going to have a quick break here.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
And welcome back here to St. Bernard High School. That was our first time out of the second half because MVCA head coach did not like what she was seeing out of her girls playing in the second half. Just not getting back on defense, and the lead has grown bigger for St. Bernard with a 35-7 advantage. So we're coming out of this timeout, and it will be MVCA's ball. Another tip, another turnover. So the press, it doesn't matter which press is going to be infiltrated by St. Bernard. It's causing fits right now, and we grew our lead to a 30-point advantage. I wonder how long this press will be put on right now, because I think mercy call has already been put into the book already right now. Another turnover. It's going to be St. Bernard's looking to push it again. And that just, you'll probably see back-to-back timeouts, because why she called that timeout is for what just happened, and now it's still happening. So another turnover. They're just panicking up the floor here, and it's getting out of hand very quickly. So MVCA's got the ball, 39-7. Shot taken is partially blocked. Lauren gathers it up and looks to slow it down here with 5:30 to go in this third quarter. Long threes missed. Rebound by MVCA. They got lucky. There was still no box out. Everyone stared at the ball as it dropped. Pass, or the shot's blocked by number 15. Shauna Morgan looks up the floor, and before you know it, they're already almost scoring again because their transition offense is really hurting MVCA right now. So MVC has it, and it looks like they're going to call the dogs off on that press because the coach sees what the score is. And long three shot, and it's made. And number 22 is Maya Chambers, is a sophomore. Long three. Lauren Brown takes it all the way to the hoop. No one wanted to stop ball, and you've got to stop ball, but the press is still infiltrated right now, so MVCA is going to be like, oh my gosh, when is this night ever end? Because it's just getting 43-10. So we got a timeout here, officials timeout, and a couple subs. See what Coach Quincy here, Curry does. See if they're going to leave that press on or call him back, because he does call him back because it's 43-10, and there isn't really not know any way they're going to come back in this game. So that's being a common opponent, or being fair opponent. You want to say that, because you already know you have the W. So that the ball goes to the corner. MVCA has it. Shots up, it's missed. It'll be off Lauren here, and it's going to stay with MVCA. 43-10 right now. Just a long night for MVCA, and all you can do is play hard and try to get better. And there's a turnover. Nice pass back and forth there by Kylie and number 15. Kachina Morgan has a nice play up the floor, and just quick transition and nice passing. MVCA has the ball right now. And that's one thing they're going to still have to do, is take care of the ball in the half court, because you can't tell a team to not play defense when that's how their team plays, and it'll be another jump ball. So a Titan substitution is Maddie Anderson, a sophomore, comes into the game. So it is with MVCA after the jump ball. There's a tip, turnover. Said that a lot tonight. Missed bucket underneath, but an offensive rebound. Just getting out hustled right now. So it'll go over out after the out of bounds too. It'll go to Miami Valley Christian here. And the press is still on, so they put the press back on now. Surprisingly, after they called the press off, they put it back on. Long shot, long by MVCA, rebound by Kylie Thompson, number 1. She's going to take it the length of the floor, and she gets a turnover, so MVCA gets the ball back with 2:45 and counting here in this third quarter. Nice move there by bank shots long, though, by Lisa Grosjean there. Titan ball right now. They look to reset it up here. Just too easy inside. It's going to be a foul, and no shot, though. It'll be underneath the basket. It's our first foul of the second half. underneath the basket here. St. Bernard's possession. Samaya Cobb, I believe, under the basket, taking the ball out. Long three. Over the, no box out. That's why you didn't get the overback call, and it's an and one Fanatic shot there. As she celebrates it going in. Acrobatic shot. You can see here on this replay, I mean, I don't know how the shot went in, but she flung it up there like the no-look shot. It's turnaround spin, and it bounces in. I think she was surprised it went in, too, and she's going to try to get a three-pointer the old-fashioned way. So her free throw attempt here, 2:15 to go. Is in front rim, but it looks like it'll be a. So we're going to have a foul in St. Bernard. So after the acrobatic shot goes in, she misses a free throw, and MVCA will take the ball over. 2:11 to go in this third quarter. Now the press is called back off again. Like, I guess, the girls are so used to, you know, that's going to happen. The team's so used to doing it in every game, you know. Which that's good, you know. I'm like, it's good to see that. Just panicked and turned the ball over. Good hustle, though, by MVCA to get back on defense. It's going to stay with St. Bernard, though. So Kylie Thompson takes it underneath under the basket here. Passes it out to the top of the key to number 11, Amani Lackey. She passed it back to Kylie, long three, and it's nothing but net. Or no, that was out of bounds, I'm sorry. It was nothing but net, but it wasn't the most important part of the net. So I wasn't wrong, but it wasn't right in my intentions. So it was a missed shot. It goes back to MVCA with 1:45 and counting here, 47-10. Picked her dribble up into the corner in a bad spot, and it will be turned over. Luckily, no, it won't be turned over. It stays with MVCA. And they thought the ball was turned over, but no, it's their ball. She was running from the ball, so she knew it was off her, because I did too. I was seeing it right in front of me, but the ref sees also as the score has been given a little mercy to the MVCA Lions too. Nice defense on the top of the key. Passes inside, shot up, and it's made. So it's 47-12. Still in his zone defense. Lauren takes a shot. It's long. So here coming down with 50 seconds to go in this third quarter. Long pass. Thought it was coming to me as I was watching the monitor, and I flinched because I didn't want to get hit by the side of the ball in my head. So 50 seconds to go after the turnover. It's St. Bernard's ball, 47-12. So Kylie brings it up for St. Bernard. Kicks it to the corner, long three is missed, but no box out yet again by MVCA. So it still stays with St. Bernard here. 28 seconds to go in this third quarter, 47-12. Off the side of the hoop, MVCA takes it, looks to push it up the transition. Nice take all the way to the hoop by number 2, Alicia Grosjean. That was a nice take by her. 10 seconds to go and counting. St. Bernard's ball. Ball's up at the top of the key. Ball's loose. We're going to have another jump ball. There's been a lot of those tonight. Only 2 seconds to go, and it'll be, I believe it's MVCA. No, it'll stay with St. Bernard. I'm sorry. Been so many jump balls, I even lost count. Under the basket. Kylie's got it. Passes it up. Oh, just not in time, and it's going to be a missed shot underneath the basket. So at the end of the third quarter, it's St. Bernard 47 and the MVCA Lions 14. We're going to go to a quick break and bring you the final quarter here to this matchup. Welcome back here to St. Bernard High School. We have the Titans winning right now 47-14 of MVCA Lions, and here we have on our screen the TV replay schedule. Our times for Spectrum and fiber optics, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. As you can see, it's self-explanatory on what channels and what times if you want to check us out on if you do have either of those two. I have DirecTV, so I have to watch ours from the YouTube channel, which is still okay. And as we get back into the action to start this quarter, another quick turnover, and St. Bernard's got the ball. Another offensive rebound. No, it actually MVCA gets the ball, so 47-14. And we're going to get a foul here by St. Bernard. Early start time of this game. It's 6:30. Rainy night here in Cincinnati area. MVCA has the ball. It's going to be another jump ball. Epsy Lupsby was in the tie up there, and it'll be St. Bernard's possession in this final quarter. You can tell the type of player Lauren Brown is. Very, very passionate and very hardworking and very aggressive, and is, you know, that's what you want as a leader on the floor, as a point guard. And she's very good at with the tempo of the game, and that's why they're having a great year, having a top player like that and leading the league in scoring as that. So it's not sometimes just the scoring, but it's all the other things that attribute to having a great season. And there's a turnover by MVCA, and St. Bernard drives all the way after the basket. Someone's got to stop the ball. You know, if you do cause a turnover, you know, you don't want to have another mistake and not stop the ball, so that's something they'll have to work on. Nice pass inside there, but a long shot is off the backboard and rebounded by St. Bernard. Missed shot, MVCA gets it, and they look to transition up the floor. Another turnover, just dug. That was Lauren that's going to get it, and you see she's going to take it all the way to the hoop, coast to coast, and that's what she does best, as I've seen this state game, and they're going to have a timeout. So right now, Lauren Brown's probably close to her 19.9 points a game, leading the MVCA, or the not MVCA, but the MVC in scoring this year. And only a junior, so she's got another year to even get better. And if you're interested ever in volunteering at ICRC and want to be a part of the team, here's what you can do is go to any of these sites or go to Jason at ICRC-TV and tell him that you're interested in volunteering to be a part of the crew, or internships, volunteer hours, and learn and be a part of a great team. I've loved being a part of it since I've stopped playing and coaching, and it's a great experience. So it's fourth quarter action here, and you can see by the score it's been a dominating game by St. Bernard, and it's been partly their whole season has been a dominating. They're having a great year, and they will get their 14th W of the year, being 14-3 and 11-1 in the league, in first place in the Gray division. MVCA will go back to the drawing board, but also, as I said before, they're also a young team without a senior on the team, so they could build on just having experience at the varsity level and getting better and stronger and learning on what they need to do to get better. So there's a foul underneath there, and going to the foul line will be number 15, Abby Lusby. She's a sophomore. So this league will even be getting bigger next year with Roger Bacon and Purcell Maring leaving the GCL small school to join the MVC. So this league has got bigger since when I was in school at CHL, and not only that's going to make this conference bigger in size, but just a lot more tougher competition. Especially on the boys' side, Purcell Marion, one of the top teams in the city right now, who took 2 state-ranked teams down, Wyoming and Deer Park, in a matter of 3 games. So they're having a great year. Them and Moeller and Taft have been the top schools in the boys' side of the ball. A lot of good basketball on both sides, girls and boys, in the state of Ohio. Nice shot made there but by MVCA. Long drought of a bucket. Long shot by 21 is good, and that is a 3-pointer. That's Kirsten Mofford, a junior. So it leads up 54-17 right now with 5 minutes to go and counting. Long 3 by MVCA. It's just short, but an offensive rebound by number 15. And the putback by Abby Lusby. Nice job by her. Lauren takes it all the way to the hoop. A little short there and a little too aggressive. And there's a turn. She gets the ball right back. She's like, I need to get this bucket. I need to get to my point scores, but she misses it again, falling down. But still, the effort by St. Bernard, they get the ball back. And there's a foul. So you can just see how the effort on St. Bernard, they're just wanting a little more right now than the MVCA, and that's partly because they have the clamps down and still playing hard. So going to the free throw line. Little spin and roll there. He just made that 3-pointer, and that's Kirsten Mofford, a junior, so she's picked up 4 points quick there. So second free throw is good, I believe. So MVCA will have the ball, 4:33 and counting here. Long 3 is up. It's banked, missed. Lauren gets to Brown, but gets the rebound and turns it over. Abby's back at, or not Abby. Yes, that is Abby. Did get that offensive rebound, but misses the putback, and St. Bernard's looking to push it. Nice pass and a foul. So Lauren's still out there leading and trying to get everyone involved. We have number 20 in the game. I believe that's her first look. It's a freshman. Michaela Cook and also Ryan Pottinger, both freshmen, are entered the game for St. Bernard. First free throw is up, and it's good. So she's entered the scorebook. Guarantee that feels good as a freshman getting into the scorebook. Substitution number 13 in for MVCA, Kendra Chappelle. So we have 2 Chappelles out, 3 Chappelles. I wonder if they're related. They're both spelled the same at that too, so with 2 L's. I was wondering why I was hearing Chappelle a lot over by the PA announcer, and I was like, that couldn't be a Chappelle because that was a MVCA score, but there is a Chappelle on MVCA, and there's 2 Chappelles on St. Bernard, so you don't see that all the time. So it's MVCA's ball here. Oh, and it's going to go right through her hands, turn back over to St. Bernard. Long shot. It's going to be long. Rebound. Number 4 for MVCA was bringing the ball up, Kalina Jackson. There's a foul. Or no, it's going to be a turnover, I believe. So I'm not sure if it was a. So no, she didn't even know, as I didn't, if that was on her or it was a turnover or whatnot. But I believe it was an and one. So she gets the and one and a free throw. Try to get the three-point play the old-fashioned way. In and out. Nice effort, though. Knocks two girls over with the offensive rebound. Quick shot. Ball bounces around. And it's going to get out of bounds again here. So 57-21. You can see a lot of the varsity players on both teams have taken seats. So we're going to have a little reserve game here for the last 3 minutes, which is good experience for everyone out on the floor. Long three is missed, but off MVCA's head, and an offensive rebound is getting put back in to make the advantage 59-31. Biggest lead of the night for St. Bernard Titans. Shots in, though. Nice quick shot and release. .239 and going, and she gets a bucket. A lot of made shots. Freshmen are scoring, and everyone's getting a part of this game. Everyone's getting a piece, especially on St. Bernard's side. Nice backdoor cut. Nice action there. That was nice by Natalie Cadell. Nice little play there by MVCA. Long three is missed. MVCA with a rebound. We're going to get a double dribble here. Good call by the referee. So St. Bernard will not have any action until next Tuesday at Seven Hills. And as the director told me, Josh, right now in the OHSAA, if you're interested in being a part of the game as a ref, they're running low on refs. So if you want to contact the OHSAA site and figure out what you need to do to get to be a ref at OHSA.org and do a Google search of that and see what's the steps to become a referee. So we got a minute 43 to go in this ball game. Free throws up, and it's good. Second one's missed. Rebounded by St. Bernard. And we're going to have a foul, I believe. We're out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover here. Shot by Chappelle, and the corner's long. Rebounded by St. Bernard, and then turned right back over. There's going to be a lot of physical play there for a jump ball. Nice effort by both girls. Minute 20 to go in this ball game. Blocked underneath, partially blocked. Sticks with MVCA. Finally a missed shot. We're going to get another jump ball. It's been a jump ball-a-thon for sure. St. Bernard, 1 minute to go in this ball game, has possession. Long shot in the corner is going to be fouled, so she's going to go to the free throw line. So Kirsten Morgan will go to, that ain't Kirsten, I'm sorry. Kirsten Moford will be at the line. Misses her first, but she'll have 3 attempts and makes her second. Kirsten Moford is a junior, 5'6" guard. Had a couple big shots tonight. Third one's up, it's missed long. But it's going to be off of St. Bernard and go to MVCA with 50 seconds to go in this ball game. So MVCA here tries to pass it inside. It's a partially blocked shot. Still a nice look for MVCA trying to get a good bucket. As we look at the coach for MVCA, Susie Osterman there. "35 seconds to go in this ball game. Shot taken up by number 5's Long. Offensive rebound, put back up and one there. So number 22, Maya Chambers, sophomore, is going to get a chance to get more points to her stat sheet. She has about 7 or 8 tonight. Here's a replay of offensive rebound, pass back out, and just flings it up there, not even jumping off the front of the rim. But she gets a turnover after St. Bernard got the rebound. So nice effort by her. Long rainbow 3 is good. That was a high 3-point rainbow. Nice shot by her. So 62-31, believe it or not. It's got a little closer than it was, and nice effort by MVCA. It's not quitting. So that'll be the end of the ball game here, with St. Bernard winning 62 and the MVCA Lions 31. Thank you for tuning in. From St. Bernard High School, I'm Frank Edwards, and with the ICRC crew, until next time, you have a good night.